My name is Nadia Lanfranconi.
How was your day today?
Actually, today was pretty good, which is, it's been unusual lately, but today was the first day that I felt like strong. Yeah. I felt superpowers. Yeah. Today was a good day.
Can you tell me a little bit about your childhood?
All right. Let me think about the worst movie I've ever seen. No, okay. So I grew up in Italy, Lake Como, north. And my childhood, I mean, I'm sure very few people had great childhood. And I'm finding that out the more I, open up about the subject with my friends and, other people. I felt like maybe I'm trying to. My mom is gonna watch this. She doesn't speak English though. My sister's gonna see this. Hi, family. I love you. Okay, I have the right to say my experience. It was difficult. It was very difficult for me, partially because I might be a little bit more sensitive than other people, and it was a hard environment for a child. It's weird to say it out loud, being filmed. I don't think I've ever done that before. Yeah.
What was the difficult part of your childhood?
God. There was a lot of verbal and physical abuse. There you go. Yes.
By whom?
Father.
How did that feel growing up?
It didn't hit me, no pun intended, first, but sorry, like that's gonna happen a lot. I use sarcasm and joke to cope with painful memories. Just to forgive me, bear with me. It didn't play a huge role at first, but then it really did. I think growing up, you have a sense of, I'm fine, I can do this, and you are, but your subconscious will, take some part in your, thinking and feeling and triggers and reactions. You are fine as long as you don't get triggered. Yeah. Which life will do, always.
How'd you deal with that as a child?
As a child, it's interesting. As a child, I felt stronger than as an adult. I used to sit down in a corner in the kitchen, I remember, and when it was dark, and I remember I used to sit down and just repeat, this is my past, this is not my future. This is my past, this is not my future. I just kept repeating that. This is not my future, this is my past. I will leave one day. And I guess, honestly, I remember that so clearly, but I don't know exactly why I needed to do that. Probably to just comfort myself or just keep like a plan. I had this plan in mind. I'm going to leave. I was 5. I remember I was looking at a map of the bus stations and the bus routes. I'm going to leave. I'm going to take that bus and go down to the central station, and then I realized I can't go anywhere. I'm 5. I'm going to go. It was a very disappointing plan.
What were your dreams as a child?
Oh, I wanted to be a singer. Surprise. Yeah. I remember I was in my bedroom and my sister's bedroom, and I used to like close my eyes, and pretend to sing and pretend to be in front of a crowd. And then it happened. Yeah.
Can you tell me more about your relationship with your dad and how that general relationship felt?
I don't feel like we had a relationship. I don't remember. I don't have a memory with him specifically of him, like us doing stuff together. I remember, I don't think really had a conversation. Like, No, we never had a conversation, like a real conversation. It's always either ignoring or conflict, one of the two.
How did that feel?
I think I shut down that part because it didn't feel like anything. I just wasn't interested. I was like, I don't know you and I don't care. I was like, I think my sisters were more like sad about, you know, the fights between parents. I was more like, oh, maybe they'll finally break up, whatever. I was more like coping with laughing, and it happened later on in life that when there's like awkward situations, I laugh and I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm not having fun. It's a nervous laugh. Yeah, like imagine being at a funeral laughing. No, that didn't happen. But in school, and one of my teachers is the greatest teacher. That man was the greatest teacher I've ever had. Looked at me one day and he told the whole class, you don't understand. She's laughing, because he was like bitching about something that I didn't have a book or something, and I started laughing. No, she's laughing because that's how she copes with awkwardness and feeling uncomfortable. He read me like a book, and I was like, yes, thank you. I'm not making fun of you. I'm uncomfortable.
What about your relationship with your mom and how that felt?
I remember that, and I heard stories also, but I remember that I was kind of like cold, meaning my sisters were more like hugs and kisses at night, goodnight kisses. I would kick. Oh, I would kick everybody. Like, you come close to me, I'll kick you. like that kind of child. Like,
how'd your relationship with your mom feel?
I'm working on it. It changes. Sometimes it feels okay, and then sometimes I get triggered. I do. Because I feel like maybe there's a miscommunication and we don't understand each other sometimes, or I feel like I'm not allowed to bring up some memories or my experience as a child. She wouldn't want to participate in that conversation.
What would you say you learned from your parents?
I try to think about good things that I learned more than, you know.
Could be bad things too.
Yeah. My mother always told me, don't look what other people are doing, look what you're doing, which is very important. I have a belief system that I think I learned love from the lack of it.
How so?
It's one of the ways we learn love. When you don't have something, you know the opposite. Just how it is.
How do you know what love is?
Because I know the opposite. It's the law of duality.
Can you tell me about your first love and how that felt?
It was really good, actually. My first love was I was like 16, and I started hanging out with these musicians because I became a musician too. And yeah, I was basically dating the singer of the band, and I was singing too, and we were like singers making music. It was fun. It was cool. Teenagers rebelling against society. So fun. We're still friends. Yeah.
How did that feel going that young love? Can you describe that, just the feeling of it?
I have to say, I didn't replay the traumas until later on. Not my first relationships in Italy. They were really good, actually. Yeah. I did not have a bad boyfriend in Italy. I don't know why. Then I came to America and I was like, oh, what the fuck happened? Yeah, but my first boyfriend was great. We had so much fun, and we made music, which was so important.
How did it feel like making music with him?
The best. I think I'm searching for that all the time. Like, the dream partner where you can create something. No, it doesn't have to be music necessarily, but you can create, be a part of a creation together. Yeah.
Can you tell me about your first loss or heartbreak?
It was my first boyfriend.
How did that
Because
happen?
eventually we had to break up to grow up. Well, we broke up and then we got back and everything. But I remember that first breakup, that very first one. I remember it because I couldn't go to school for 3 days. I stayed in bed crying, like, which now that I think of, is that a normal reaction when you're 16? It was so painful. I was like, this sucks. I don't want to love again, ever again. You know, so dramatic. The first breakup was so painful. Yeah, and then it was like the mission, I have to get him back. And I did. But then eventually, you know, you part ways amicably, nothing bad. But the first time that you feel like we broke up, it's official. Oof. Pain. I remember. I was like, I'm going to tell my mother I have a fever and not going to school.
Who first taught you love and how?
Meaning like loving feelings or?
You pick.
First taught me love. I'm searching in my memories. My grandmother, yeah, my grandmother.
And how did she teach you?
Well, apparently she's the first one that held me when I was born, and she said, it's a girl. Another one, third, they wanted a boy. But she's beautiful, we'll keep her. Thanks a lot, by the way. Oh, because there's another option? I'm already here. No, but yeah, my grandmother was, she was a cool woman. I liked her a lot.
Do you have an example of when you felt that love from her?
I remember like she used to like always cook and just like very important that you eat and you're fed. Just like the hugs and the like chasing you around, like she'll like give kisses on her hand and just put it on you, like or like touch you and then kiss like her hand. It was so funny.
What's love to you now versus what it was compared to when you were a youth? How do those two different loves feel now?
Love when I was young, I never needed anyone. Love when in my youth was thinking. I mean, like with relationships or in general?
You picked what was love, if you can put definition to it then versus now. It doesn't have to be, it could be what it was 10 years ago.
Right. I think for a long time I confused love with attachment, which is different. And, you know, attraction, attachment, and abandonment for a long time. And then I learned that love is to take someone as part of yourself, so you can only have their best interest at heart. It becomes part of you. There's no way you will want to hurt that person because it's you want the best for them. And it's very hard when you have childhood trauma to then learn the difference between attachment and abandonment and trauma bond and actual connection and love.
How would you say you realized that the trauma bonding and the attachment, how did you get out of that?
It's actually really easy to see it. It's just not easy to act upon it. If somebody makes you feel like shit, and you know they're treating you like shit, and you still want to talk to them, and you still want to see them, that's not love, that's trauma bond. It's like a compulsion, it's like an addiction. It's a chemical reaction in your brain that you're addicted to. That's not love.
So how'd you get out of it?
I got out of it, then I got back in it. It's progress is not linear. Let's just say that. Therapy, lots of researches. I remember in 2016 I started researching a lot. In the spiritual community, in the scientific community, all kind of communities. I was like, I need to figure this out. Why is my brain doing what it's doing? It needs to be rewired. Yeah, it needs to be rewired. But every time I fell back into that trauma bond, I get out of it, and then I know it can happen again. But I have to be kind to myself about that, because I just wasn't taught right. I'm trying, as long as I keep trying, as long as I don't give up, as long as I see the signs, and if I make a mistake and I go like, okay, new lesson learned. Make a note. Don't call this person back. Don't. As long as you keep trying, seriously, and don't get mad at yourself when you fail, because it's very difficult sometimes to know the difference. It feels like love. It feels like you are wanted and accepted, and then some things happen where a normal person will just walk away and be like, yeah, right, I'm not gonna do this. Us, we go like, it hurts, it must be love because it hurts so much. Because you learned that when you were in so much pain from your caretakers, that was love.
So do you know what's the other end of that feel like?
Oh yeah, well, I had some nice experiences too. Yeah, I did. I absolutely know. It's just to know and then to act upon it. It's two different things. It's like, I know I shouldn't smoke cigarettes, but well, you know what I mean. Yeah. But at least you're aware. As long as you're aware of your crap, own it. I'm like, yep. I saw the red flags, but they look like 6 flags to me.
Can you tell what's a good day like for you? A general good day?
It's when I don't have anxiety. A great day is when I have no anxiety and I feel I'm on my path. And I'm manifesting, and I'm just on, I feel good, and I feel like I believe anything can happen, and there's already manifestations in place of things that are like good energy, and I just feel like strong and excited about life. Yeah, that's a good day. That's a great day, actually.
What about a bad day, and how you get through that bad day?
Bad day is when I feel hopeless, and depressed, and I feel alone. But I learned that you will have bad days, and this actually has been happening during the pandemic. I learned something called completion process from Teal Swan. Not to mention names. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna mention her. I follow Teal Swan, and I enjoy some of her processes, and just do the concept of, okay, if I'm upset, and people will tell you like, okay, go out, get distracted, do not feel upset. But the moment you do that, you're abandoning yourself. I'm telling myself, oh, we're not gonna love you if you're upset. You better change your mood, or you're not gonna be accepted upset. And that's wrong. So no, you don't have to linger in that, but at least you acknowledge and be like, I'm sad, I feel horrible. My stomach hurts, I have cramps, my hands are shaking, or whatever. But it's okay to feel bad. I still love myself throughout. It's very important you don't abandon yourself and be like, oh, fuck this, I'm gonna go out and drink. Well, not now. No, you won't, 2020. I think 2020 gave a real opportunity to some people to escape from their emotions. Yeah, and I remember one time I was upset and somebody immediately gave me a drink and like, drink this. And I said, no, I'm not going to escape my feelings. I'm going to sit here and feel it because I want to drink. I don't really drink. I drink, it's one. I like to have a drink sometimes to cheer up and be happy, like to celebrate, not to medicate. Yeah, it's a different, you know, you can drink because you're upset, and no. And I was like, first I'm gonna work through my feelings and be like, let me feel what I'm feeling. When is the first time I felt that? Yeah. Okay, I was 6. And what happened? And change the story and the whole process. And then when you're calm and you feel good, okay, now I feel good, now I can get a drink and enjoy it if I want to. Because I am not using it to self-medicate, which is, sorry man, it's just delaying something that's going to happen anyways.
Have you ever self-medicated?
No, with alcohol. I've never been attracted to alcohol or drugs for some reason. I've self-medicated with people sometimes, like going out. Okay, I'm going to go out and I'm not going to deal with what I'm feeling because fuck that, you know, like the, no. Or going out on dates or whatever, you know. Yeah, that's a different kind of self-medication without substances, but it's still a brain reaction of excitement or yeah, distraction, lots of distraction. Mm-hmm.
What are 2 events or people that have shaped you, good or bad?
My teacher in school, Massimo Greco. I've said this before in an interview 10 years ago actually. Yeah. He shaped me the best possible way. Not just he was a teacher, he was a mentor. And that's why I still remember him so vividly to this day. He was a mentor. He really helped me finding my voice, and it's like I can hear him be like, remember who you are. Or like, don't forget who you are. And God, now I have to pick another one, and everybody else is going to get offended. Jesus Christ.
Can you stick with one?
I'm going to say something. I have a really close friend, best friend, if you can say. She's from Iceland. That girl, oh my God. That girl, me and that girl, the world can collapse, and we will find comedy in it. Yeah. And there's nothing better than just laugh from your heart when everything is going down. Yeah. It's a big quality, and we do that for each other. And I don't laugh like that with anyone else. It's like, all right, you ready? I have to shit hit the fan. And then we're going to start laughing about it because sometimes it sounds ridiculous. Yeah, we're going to try to find the comedy in it. It's the best.
What's inspired you? What's inspired you?
Inspire me?
Yeah.
So many things inspired me. I think, well, first, growing up in Italy with so much art that you just look at it, so beautiful. How can you not be inspired by that? And I get inspired by stories and people that I see they overcame challenges. I'm inspired when somebody can take a bad situation and create out of it, like take your broken heart and make art. That's inspiring. I get chills when I said that. It's almost alchemy. You're taking some bad energy, and from that, you're going to create something beautiful. There's some alchemy in that, some magic, if you must say. I'm inspired by, obviously, singers and musicians, songwriters, music. People who can make music and just connect with you like that. Music was always my safe place to go. When I was a kid, I had my little radio, don't bother me, and I'm like, I will make mixtapes from the radio. My little karaoke machine. I'm recording, you know, I mean, don't bother me. I recorded, I was 10 years old. I got a karaoke machine from Christmas because I was probably ball breaking my parents to death about that. A karaoke machine. And, you know, the 2 cassette tapes. And I recorded Imagine by John Lennon, maybe like 100 times. It's not right. I would be like mean to myself. No, do it. You can do better than that. You can do better than that. And the thing is that I didn't know English. I just memorized the sound of the words, like the sound of it. I just memorized all the sound. And I remember like my sister was like, "Really? I'm like, what's wrong with this kid?" I'm like, I have to re-record it. I'm sorry, it's just not perfect. I wish I had that recording. I would be curious to see what it sounded like. Yeah, crazy.
What would you say has been a humbling experience for you?
So many. It's humbling when you realize you are powerless and you just have to give it up to God or a power, an external source, because you can't do everything. You can't. Sometimes you just have to surrender and be like, I can't carry this weight anymore. I'm done. Okay.
Do you have a specific time where you had to surrender in a big way?
I think every single time I fell into the trauma bonding and I realized that, I just had to let go and literally on my knees, telling God, fucking up, take it, literally take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it, so I'm just gonna let go and guide me, and you drive for a little bit because I need to take a nap.
How did that work out?
I stopped controlling the outcome. Just stop controlling. Stop doing things based on an outcome. Just do things based on what feels right and feels wrong. Even sometimes what feels right is terrifying.
How does it feel to let go and let God take the wheel?
It feels like literally you're abandoning yourself. You're like, I'm just gonna fall on this couch, on this bed, and just let yourself fall on a soft surface, please, not on the ground. Let yourself fall. Like, here's what. Okay, I'll give you a visual. There's a pool, water, and you don't jump in the pool. You just let go in the pool. Let go in the pool. And trust that you're not gonna get hurt. It's water. You're just gonna let go, and then you're gonna come out from the pool, and water is gonna bring you back up, obviously. Especially if there's salt in it. Fun fact: salt water will make you float. Yeah, let go feels like falling into a pool, purposely letting yourself fall into a pool of nice water.
Is it ironic that when you let go, things work out much better?
It's not even ironic. It makes me feel so stupid. Because it's like, that. You had proof of that before. It's just so difficult. The resistance is... the second you let go, then things start happening. And you're like, oh my God, your blessings are coming back. And just things are working out. And you think it's so easy to just stay on that path of letting go. But we have this need to control and make things happen. Dumb as fuck. We're so dumb. Faulted. But that's the human condition, the struggle. And we forget. Then as soon as things get better and we're happy, we forget all about that. Oh, I'm happy, now I'm going to control everything.
Because of you at that point.
Yeah, I'm happy. I forget all that I have to do. Fuck it. It's fine.
Go in your mind and think. This life event can be mental, physical, or spiritual. Tell me about a time in your life that you can relate with the word war.
My latest song I released 2 months ago, it's called When the War is Over. Till the War is over. Sorry. Yeah. Till the War is over. War. Jesus Christ. I'm going to say it's an inner war. You're at war with yourself. There's parts of you. They belong inside you, but they're communicating to each other, and they're at war sometimes. That you're like, oh, what is happening? Can you just all get along, guys? Nope.
How do you deal with that?
I sit down and I pretend these parts are in front of me, like actual physical beings, and we have a conversation. What do you want? What do you want? Is there a way we can all be happy and all go together? Because as long as there's a part of you who's not agreeing with the rest, you can do it, but you're going to force that to come along, your plan, and it's not going to feel good. It's going to feel like resistance. So can we figure out a way to all be happy and all together go towards, what we want to do? We need to have a conversation. You have to have a conversation with yourself. Maybe it's your heart, and you picture your heart sitting in front of you. It can look like whatever. I mean, like, so what's up? How are you doing? Well, I have a complaint, this and that. You're not.
You ever talk to God like that?
Yeah, oh yeah, oh my God. When I was a child, I used to go in the bathroom, because, the only place where you have privacy, I guess. Lay down on a towel and tell God, so, you made a mistake. I'm not supposed to be here. I want to go home. Take me home, and just wait. I would just wait. Okay, come pick me up.
Yeah.
And then wait, and then after like 20 minutes, I'm like, God, I gotta go. My sister's knocking on the door. They have to go use the restroom. I'm like, I will try tomorrow.
Do you still have that longing to go home?
Sometimes, yeah, but I think it's normal to feel like, if you are a spiritual person and you believe that, so yeah, you have sometimes you have like, you look at the stars, come pick me up, take me with you, aliens, take me with you. Yeah, totally, of course. Then you see a shooting stars. I'm like, was that my starship? Just laughed. Yeah, it's normal, I think, for a artist especially to want to go back to life before life. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what an artist never forgot, that there's a wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
Same type of question. Go in your mind and think. This life event can be mental, physical, or spiritual. Tell me about a time in your life that you can relate with the word peace.
Peace. I was at the beach with my dog, and we fell asleep together at the beach. It's the best nap I've ever taken in my whole life. Yeah, we passed out, just hugging. Yeah.
What type of dog?
He's a monster, man. I swear. My dog, he's 15, and everybody who's ever met my dog still goes, is that ugly dog still alive? Yeah. Is that mean dog still alive? They all remember him because he's such an odd character. He's so funny, though. And I'm like, yeah, he's 15. I can't believe that piece of shit is still alive. My dog was so aggressive when I got him because it was a rescue.
Yeah.
What do you know? Oh, you're being abused. Let me take you. Yeah, can you relate to you a little bit? And it's not anymore now. He's older, and what an experience to have this animal who's so angry, and then one day just wagging the tail and allowing you to hold him and kiss him, like things you could never do before. What an experience of love. Yeah.
Can you tell me about a truly difficult time in your life, how that felt and how you endured?
I'm thinking, who's gonna watch this? Can I talk about it? I know, but
don't say names.
It's easier if I go back in time. Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna pick. I'm looking in the shit box. Close your eyes. Pick one experience. Oh.
The one that stands out. It's usually the one that stands out first.
Yeah, but it's I'm not ready for that, maybe.
It's okay.
Mm. Oof. Oh. And I'm not ready for that.
It's
It's
okay.
too fresh. Oh God, sorry. I'm. The parts are fighting right now. The parts inside me.
Time.
Tell, don't tell. No, no, it's too fresh. Don't do it.
It's your story.
Um. I know, but they have to agree or don't want. You know what I mean? I can't force none of them to. So I'm like, can we all pick a story that we all agree on?
That's okay.
Well, one thing I have to say, kids are so mean. I developed later than the other girls, I guess. And so I looked like a boy and skinny and looked like a little boy. And kids are so mean. And the boys are so mean to you. If you're not showing signs of puberty in time. I think I was, oh my God, I was 15. Like, 15, I was in the basement with my neighbors, smoking my first joints, getting high, and then I became a woman. I smoked a joint before I became a woman. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh crap. And it always happens at nighttime. And now I have to wake up my mother and tell her, oh, what am I going to do? But I was like, oh, it finally happened. I'm not a man. I'm like, I thought I was a dude. At some point, I'm like, and then my mother was like, and now you're going to grow a breast. And I'm still waiting, mother. No, it's fine. But yeah, the physical change in your body came kind of late. And you know, you're in school and they're like 12-year-old girls in your class. And they're looking like, you know, more feminine. And you're like, what's happening? Why am I different? And the boys are so mean. I remember at the pool, came out of the pool, I was like 12. And this boy was like, what happened to your breast? Did you forget it at home? And I'm like, fuck you, you know. But that stuff, why do I remember it? That stuff is like printed in your, so mean. And now, I'm proud of my breast. No, just, nobody tells you like, it's okay, don't worry about it. You're gonna grow and change. It was like, I guess maybe it was like an ugly duckling kind of story. And I felt like, when I'm gonna look like a girl? It happened kind of late. I actually started liking myself when I was like 25. You lose the baby fat in your face. You start looking more like a woman. You shape differently. I always looked like a kid. Yeah. But there was, I have this memory. It's amazing, actually. I was 15. I was in high school, or I guess we don't have high school in Italy. It's weird. It's like college already. Well, whatever. I was in school. I was 15. And that day, I decided to wear, like, instead of dressing like a boy, I remember when I decided to dress more like a girl. And like I borrowed my mother's sweater. It was like short. Yeah. And then some like jeans were like a little bit tighter. And somebody walked by and went like that. And I was like, what? just got a compliment from a boy. I was like, okay, I'm cute. I'm cute. Yeah, I remember that moment. I remember exactly where I was in that school and what I was doing. Yep. And that's when I found out the power women have. Yeah.
Can you tell me about a truly joyous moment in your life and how that felt?
Oh, I have so many. I have great friends. We have so much fun. We had so much fun. I shared so many fun situations with my friends. A truly joyous moment. If I can pick one. Well, beside obviously performing, even in the last 2019, I was performing at the Viper Room for the Sunset Jam. Hey guys. And so much fun to play rock and roll on stage. There's like nothing more fun than that. Yeah. We have so much fun. So much fun. Such good energy. Anytime I was performing and with the band, because it's not when I'm like playing alone and like, oh, whatever. With the band, it's so much fun. Rehearsals and then you go, like you're the band. It's so fun. There's this synergy between you and your musicians, and it's just like, it's amazing. It's the best feeling in the world for me. Yeah.
What keeps you up at night?
Fucking demons. Keeps me up at night. Well, my mind, obviously, the overthinking. Maybe you replay your day. There's things in your day that maybe you didn't have time to deal with it. You lay down and it's like you imagine scenes and you're thinking, what would happen if? A lot of what if scenarios that might never happen. It's insane. And then you do it because when you have a vigilant brain, you have to imagine all kinds of scenarios just in case they happen, so you know what you're gonna do. It's like, so I'm gonna be ready. It's like be prepared in case something bad happens, so I know what to do. Yeah.
What keeps you going every day?
Good question. What keeps me going? Coffee. Honestly, there's a specific moment during the day when I put music on and the song comes on and everything changes. That's insane. Everything changes. That.
What song do you play?
Oh, I like to use Pandora, so it's a shuffle and I don't know. Like, universe, choose for me. Like, I like Pandora because it's unpredictable. And if I don't like it, I can skip it. But sometimes you will match with songs that kind of like what you like. Yeah. And there are old songs you haven't heard in a long time. You're like, oh my God, I forgot this song. I love that. Yeah.
Imagine you're in the hospital today with only hours to live. What would be your regrets?
I didn't go to Paris, but I will go in September. Oh yeah, I'm actually going back to Europe, so watch me. Please, I'm gonna have to post a photo from there. If I don't post a photo from goddamn Paris, I'm gonna have to redo this interview. I always say I want to go to Paris, and then next thing you know, I live in LA on the other side of the world. Yes, and another regret. No, I'm like, no, done that. I'm something that I don't regret. I had a bucket list before the coronavirus. It's like I didn't know it was gonna hit, and I started making a bucket list, and I fulfilled most of them. I had a bucket list because I had surgery in early 2019. I don't want to get into it. It was a kidney infection that spread, caused a lot of problems, almost died. I had to have surgery. And in the recovery stage of the 6 weeks there, you can't barely move. You can't you can't even walk the first 2 days. Especially when the morphine leaves your body. Oh, you come out of the hospital, you're like, yeah! And then the day after, I'm like, I'm gonna die. Yeah. And I came out of that surgery and I realized that I couldn't walk or do stuff. I was like, why didn't I do all this stuff I wanted to do? I'm stupid. I just missed simple things. And I promised myself, that's why I went to play at the Sunset Jam. Because I played there once, and then I was like, why haven't you been doing this all along? Why have you waited so long to do that? So fun. And then from that went to, why didn't you stage dive? Why didn't you crowd surf from the stage? So I did. Like, I had a bucket list. Tonight, I'm going to crowd surf, because I've never done that. I've done that, but not from a stage. Yeah. And I did. It's the best thing, like fulfilling your bucket list. Tonight, I'm gonna go on the floor. Or I'm gonna, like, I don't know. Sometimes I decide on the spot. One show, right before the coronavirus, I jumped from the stage into the pool. Oh, yeah. I was like, I didn't know there was gonna be a warm pool. Warm. Amazing, by the way. If it was cold, yeah. I wouldn't have done it probably. We were playing at La Pier Hotel for the Oscars events, and I decided to bring the band and do the rock and roll show at that event. And there was a pool right in front of the stage. I was like, how inconvenient, because people can't really, I mean, there's a small space where people can come, but then there's a pool. And people are not going to jump in. It's not a daytime party. And I'm like, I'm going to do it. And they were like, what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to jump in the pool. It was a little shallow. So I was like, what if I hurt myself? Because it was just 5 feet. Yeah. It was just 5 feet. And I was Googling, can you jump in a I was Googling like like with my weight. I was trying to be all like Doc in Back to the Future. According to your weight, you're 111 pounds in a 5 feet shallow pool. The chances of you not hurting your butt down. And then I was like Googling, what is the best way to jump? Feet down, or like a, what do you call it? Like a cannonball. And it was like cannonball, which I've never done, by the way. Cannonball it is. That's the best way to jump in a shallow pool. Least chances to hurt yourself than feet. And I did. At the end of the song, I said on the mic, should I jump in the pool? And everybody went, yeah, of course. I was going to say no. And I took my shoes off, because my shoes, I love those shoes. They were a gift. And I was like, I'm not ruining this. I took my shoes off and I jumped in the pool. Cannonball, this is what happened. Jumped in the pool, my butt hit the floor, but gently, like, book, yeah. Just book. So I didn't hurt myself, but it touched the floor. And I remember I went, oh, okay, I'm fine. And then I came out like, oh, yes. Yeah, that second my butt hit the floor, I was like, oh, it's fine. So nothing, okay, nothing shallower than 5 feet ever. Like 3, that's not going to work. 4, not going to work. Yeah, I did it. And I felt so proud of my bucket list. Like, tick, done it. Because sometimes you make that bucket list on the go. Like, you're like, I saw the pool. I was like, oh, I'm going to jump in the pool. I'm going to do it. I have to do it. I'm going to make it work. So that, and then, you know, they shut down everything. And I was like, at least I don't have that regret. And I went out a lot in January, and I dragged my friend Anna out with me. She was like, I can't believe we're going out so much. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like we need to be out. And now we're like, thank God we did. Thank God. I had that, I don't know, that energy of carpe diem. But it was after the surgery that I was like, all the things that I wanted to do that I did.
That we can't talk about.
It's not that we can talk about it. I didn't change sex, by the way. Just it was internal organs that were damaged by the kidney infection. So we don't need to talk about when they cut me inside, but it's not pretty. But you can see it's inside deep down there. But it's the recovery. Everything hurts, and you know, your body needs time to heal, and you have to be very patient with yourself. And you are so grateful about just walking or running. Yeah. Just the fact that you get up, you're like, oh, it hurts. Or laughing. Oh my God, laughing after surgery hurts so much. Like, don't be funny, please. But not too sad, because if I cry, it still hurts. Just medium. Yeah. Just simple things that you take for granted, you know? And then I was like, what am I waiting for I have to do this. I want to go to Paris. I want to do this. I want to crowd surf. I want to play rock and roll, like, because I played acoustic shows for a long time. But I was a punk rocker when I was 17. My hair was purple and blue, and I had an electric guitar when I was 17. So I was like, back to your roots. I got a new electric guitar, which I haven't played in a long time, and I was like, back to when you're 17. And I forgot how fun it was. There's a difference when you play acoustic shows and it's like full country music. It's pretty, it's nice, it's connecting with people, it's sweet, it's like inner. When you are playing rock and roll with a band, it's out. It's fun, it's energy, it's like release your beast. So it's different, so much fun. Yeah.
So you said you want to make it to go to Paris.
Yes. I will in September.
So,
watch me.
The next question is, do you feel you can change those regrets? If not change, and make amends with them?
Well, of course I can change. Yeah. It's not too late to change, but I better do it soon. And Japan is next on the list. Regret sometimes is not walking away before the shit hit the fan. But again, you know what? Everything that's ever happened shaped you to the person you are right now. So they're not really regrets, I guess. No regrets. Guess not. Going to Paris. That's it.
You told me what your dreams were as a kid. What are your dreams?
To be a singer and play music.
What are your dreams?
That's exactly that.
Same?
Yeah, that's what I did. I tried, at least. Yeah. This is what sometimes people don't understand. It's not like that I woke up one day at 16 and be like, I want to be in a band. No. That thing is like you're 5 years old. You're like pretending to be on stage. I was like 4. My parents sent me to this singing competition in Italy. It's like a famous TV show. Like everybody knows it. Because I was such a ball breaker about singing and music and then I was like, okay, send her, maybe she'll do something. Like, it wasn't a choice, like, there was no other choice. I'm like, I cannot live without music. I'm kind of like slave to it. I'm kind of like, I have to obey to it. It's not like, oh, I have another option. Oh, in whatever capacity in your life, if music has to be present, which this year, with shutting down all concerts and live shows, it's been killing inside all of us musicians. You're taking away something that we never thought it would happen. I never thought about a world where I can go see a concert? What? There's no concerts anywhere in the world? We can't gather and listen to music? I can't play? What? It's insane. We never thought about that.
How do you deal with that?
At first, I couldn't deal with that. I was going crazy. You did some live shows on Instagram Live or whatever, but it's not the same. You leave the country. Well, my country is the first one who got hit and also the first one that reopened, and so I'm going there to play. That's how you deal with it. Oh, I'm gonna make it happen no matter what. Yeah, you play by yourself at first and you're bored. Then you get one friend to come watch you. Can you come to my house and watch me playing? It's so funny. Yeah, you have to keep playing. And I actually I'm finishing a new song with my friend from the Sunset Jam, Eric. That's how you deal with that. You keep doing the music, maybe in a different capacity. You just has to be there. I shot my own music video. I put my creativity in something that I could do by myself without anybody there. Or I shot the music video for the song. Yeah, which is still your music. I dug into the promotion for the song. I, tried to take care of different aspects of the business. Learn about, promotion and social media and like still about music, but you're not actually playing.
Yeah.
But dude, no, for real, it sucks.
You're the author of your life book. What's your picture perfect ending?
What's my picture perfect? Well, there's so much that I don't know, so it's hard to, based on what I know right now, because maybe there's a place in the world I have never visited and it's like amazing and I want to move there. I don't know. Based on what I know now, that I can continue to music. That I can, that I don't have to have the hard choice to not have time for music. You know what I mean? That I can still have plenty of time to write and play, to watch live shows and be involved in music. That never goes away, basically. And then everything else I can figure it out. But that needs to be there. Everything else, I'll work it out.
How do you think it'll feel?
I mean,
Imagine it.
If I had a picture perfect situation, a perfect picture, would be I have a recording studio that I can go anytime I want, that I can bring people in and we can make things there together. Yeah, that's my happy place. Possibly with some gardens, because you know sometimes you're in a recording room for so long and it's too much indoor. You need nature. My dog somehow is alive and he's like 30 years old. My dog is a science miracle and he never died. Yeah, recording studio, having people, having a space to create and can gather with other people and just play. Yeah, that's good. That's a good life.